I debated whether or not to play that clip or the one from Jurassic Park 3 where the dinosaur says Ellen. I mean, that clip's not even from the Jurassic Park franchise. It's from the highly underrated 2004 film Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events. Maybe I should have played the Ellen clip. Screw it, I'll play them both for good measure.
Alan.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is directed by J.A. Bayona and is the sequel to 2015's Jurassic World. This film is set 3 years after the events of that one. The dinosaurs remain stranded on Isla Nublar along with the ruins of the Jurassic World theme park. Spoiler alert for the first movie if you haven't seen that one yet. There is an impending volcanic eruption due to occur on the island and an ongoing debate in government as to whether or not to save the dinosaurs or let them perish on the island. Claire, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, is the head of a dinosaur conservation organisation. She wants to save the dinosaurs, so she meets with Hammond's former business partner to devise a plan to relocate them to another island, and she recruits Owen, played by Chris Pratt, to come along for the ride. I found the original Jurassic World movie to be entertaining enough. I think Chris Pratt is just a very likeable person and always plays a very likeable character in every movie that he's in. Claire's character was a little less likeable, a bit more annoying, but overall it was a watchable film with some humorous moments, but didn't quite live up to the other films in the Jurassic Park franchise. This time around is a completely different story. Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is significantly darker and more serious than Jurassic World was. Claire finds out that the rescue mission isn't quite what it seems. There are some baddies that want to try and sell the dinosaurs to the highest bidder to be used however they deem fit. And if that sounds familiar, it's because it's kind of along the same lines as the storyline in Jurassic World, where Vic, played by Vincent D'Onofrio, wanted to train the dinosaurs for military use. And while the storyline in Fallen Kingdom isn't exactly the same as it is in Jurassic World, that doesn't mean that the storyline is any better, or that it's even particularly good. In fact, the storyline and the writing in Fallen Kingdom are its weakest points. The dialogue between Claire and Owen is quite unnatural. There's a scene early on where they're talking at a bar and the conversation's just very lifeless. Like, I feel like BDH and Chris Pratt don't have a lot of chemistry in real life. This movie also introduces a new character called Franklin, who I spent the entire movie wishing was Moss from the IT crowd. In terms of the character that I liked the least, however, top of the list for me would have to be Lockwood's granddaughter Macy. I don't need a kid character. We are 5 films in, we've done the kid thing. Like, enough with the kids already. Macy spends the entire film screaming at every single dinosaur encounter ever. Like, there are scenes where she might be in danger, but the dinosaur hasn't actually spotted her yet, so she screams. So the dinosaur spots her. Every single time I was just like, oh my god, just eat her already. The plot of this movie is also quite unoriginal, which is a shame because there was definite potential there. The movie opens with Dr. Ian Malcolm talking to the Senate about how he believes that they should let the dinosaurs go extinct because of the unnatural reversing of evolution that occurred by creating them in the first place. Whereas Claire sees them as a kind of animal and therefore believes it's humans' responsibility not to let them go extinct again. And this idea is really interesting to me. It's not the dinosaurs' fault that humans brought them back. So is it inhumane or immoral to let them go extinct? Even though if you let them live, potentially there's a day where they end up taking over the human race. I wish that they played on this theme just a little bit more. What Fallen Kingdom does well, however, is the visuals. This movie looks incredible. The cinematography is great, there's some really strong design choices, and the CGI on the dinosaurs is next level. Like, these dinosaurs look real. There's one scene in particular that's probably the best and most effective part of the movie where Claire and Owen are leaving Isla Nublar as the volcano erupts and they look back to see a brontosaurus, I think it might be, being engulfed in the ash and the smoke. And it's just such a visually stunning moment and really quite heartbreaking. Also, I feel like I say this a lot in my videos, like I'm obsessed with people that don't age, but BD Wong, aka Dr. Henry Wu, aka aka White Rose, if you're a Mr. Robot fan, is in this film. He was in the original Jurassic Park film in 1993, which was 25 years ago. This is him in the original film, and this is him now. That was 25 years. Like, I've aged worse in the last 25 years than he has. I usually call this Paul Rudd syndrome, but maybe I should start calling it BD Wong syndrome because, like, that's insane. For those of you who have seen Fallen Kingdom, you can probably guess what the next film in the franchise is going to be about. I really hope that they take the feedback on this movie on board when they make the next one, because the next film obviously is going to have huge potential to be a good film if they fix the mistakes that they've made with this film. Fallen Kingdom to me was a bit of a disappointment. I wish that they'd done something more with the premise. I'm going to give Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom a 6.5 out of 10. So I've come up with my own idea for Jurassic World 3, where like the bad guys have their dinosaurs and they're just like wreaking havoc on the world. The good guys breed some T-Rexes with some of the raptor qualities, so Owen can like bond with them, and a big fight ensues between the T-Rex and the bad guys' dinosaurs. And like half the T-Rexes get taken out and half the bad guys' dinosaurs get taken out, and they're down to one bad guy dinosaur and one T-Rex. And the T-Rex takes a hit, she's dead. And then the bad guy dinosaur is slowly approaching on Claire and Owen, and then you think Claire and Owen are going to be goners, but the T-Rex wasn't dead. She was just playing pretend, and she jumps up and she kills the last bad guy's dinosaur, and then she dies herself, sacrificing herself for her human friends. And I'd call it Jurassic World T-Rex Machina. Anyway, that's it from me today, guys. What did you think of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom? Let me know in the comment section below. This week I was lucky enough to be invited onto a podcast called Film Franchise Fortnights. That's by the awesome dudes over at Pop Culture. We chatted about the cinematic masterpiece Cats and Dogs and the equally as impressive follow-up Cats and Dogs 2: The Revenge of Kitty Galore. I'm kidding, those movies are garbage. I'll pop the links for their YouTube and SoundCloud accounts below. Those guys are absolutely hilarious. Definitely worth a watch or a listen. The next film franchise they're doing on Film Franchise Fortnights is the Air Bud movies and the Air Buddies movies. So I think there's like 19 films in total that they're going to be covering in the next fortnight. And personally, I'm really looking forward to seeing just the madness that ensues having to watch 19 Air Bud movies in 14 days. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe and be part of my journey to 1,000 subscribers. I'm like a quarter of the way there, so close-ish. Thanks as always for watching. I'll see you here for the next one. Cuckoo!